Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Mike here, Mike's Weather Page. A little tropical update for YouTube. Hope you like these little quickies. Try to keep them around 4, 5, 6 minutes. If you do, share it, like it, subscribe, all that good stuff, so we can get our numbers up here on YouTube and keep it more to the point on the tropics. So we have a few things out there to talk about right now. Currently, right above my head, that's Earl, and Earl is expected to go north. It's got a lot of wind shear right now. Currently, there's a lot of wind shear actually blowing in from the southwest. Kind of limited development, but it is expected to intensify. The latest track here, this is a pretty cool little model site here that actually shows Bermuda and some spaghetti models, and that's the official NHC track. And it is going to pass to the east. Could be 110 miles an hour by then. Could be nearing major hurricane strength as it nears Bermuda later Thursday night into Friday. I'd be willing to bet, though, that we're going to see possible tropical storm conditions in Bermuda Thursday night, Friday. We could have tropical storm warnings and watches. We have a lot of people watch us down there. So this is Friday, 5 a.m. You can see the rotation. This is the Euro. So, we could have some good winds here. Hamilton, that's coming in on the windy app. But our winds here, let's take a look here real quick. I think this is probably gusting 57. So it could get pretty windy coming in from the north side early Friday morning. The latest GFS, pretty close. Overnight Thursday could get awfully close to Bermuda there, the latest GFS. So keep an eye on that. The storm's going to be widening a little bit. So even though the center might not go over directly, we could still have some stormy conditions Thursday night into Friday. So keep an eye out on that. The other areas that we're watching here, Danielle's not going to do much. This orange is going to actually get pulled up into Earl, and due to this Atlantic high weakness that we talk about a lot, so not expecting much from the orange system, even though it's 60%. This is a little questionable, though. We got a low rider, and this one's coming off of Africa in a few days. This one's kind of showing up on some of the models. We could have that to watch. And lastly, there's a lingering front here in the Gulf of Mexico this week here, and anytime you get a lingering low in the Gulf, you just got to keep an eye on it. Nothing really official on that. And then down the road into next week, we still are getting some ensembles showing some juice up here in the Bay of Campeche. So we're going to show you all these scenarios. Let me close out some windows here, and then we're going to get right into it. Here's the latest GFS. This is tropicaltidbits.com. What we're going to do on this map here, we're going to focus on that far Atlantic wave, then I'll talk about the Gulf of Mexico. But that new wave off of Africa here, we're going to see, this is the orange spot. We're not worried about that. This is the spot we're watching, the new one that's marked by the NHC. And, there's some signs it could try to make its way across. Way too early to get worked up about it. We makes sense here. The Euro showing enough time for the Bermuda high to build back in. Hasn't really had a chance to do that this year. So if that Bermuda high builds back up, then we could have a low rider. And there's another one coming in even after that one that's not even shown by the NHC yet. So interesting to note. We go to the Canadian model, believe it or not, and they're kind of showing some consistency here too. There's our new spot off of Africa with possibly one behind it. And granted, this is 10 days away before it would be even closely impacting anybody in the islands. Just to give you a time frame, right here, this would be the 15th. 10 days from now, we would be talking about, and that's 15-ish, I say. But that just gives you an idea. It's a week plus. So that spot in Africa is a week plus from getting to the Caribbean, if it's even going to make it to the Caribbean. So we got a lot of time to watch it. And there's, the one behind it's interesting. So listen, peak of season is not until later this week. A lot of modeling is still suggesting that late season activity is going to be strong. The latest Euros predicted a busy September, maybe October. So, season's not over as much as everybody thinks it is, because it's been kind of weird. We still have a lot of potential out there as we officially, if you look at it here, we're not even at the peak season yet. This is our map, and we're somewhere right here. So a lot of time left to go. Now, the other areas I'm watching, this is coming up. So this is a rain map through next week. Lots of lingering frontal rains that could hit Florida. This is your latest map for Friday morning, showing that frontal line lingering. There's a low pressure area. Big rains, unfortunately, for the southeast going into the weekend. A lot of this comes out down more Thursday, but mainly Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Florida, Peninsula, up into Georgia. lingering front. But these little guys you have to watch. Tropical Tidbits here. Icon is one of my favorite models for formation of weak tropical systems. And it's been consistent with a weak low pressure here this week pulling up. And that would, of course, bring in rotational rains up into Florida. So just something to keep an eye on. Anytime you get a lingering frontal low in the Gulf, they say watch it. The other area that we were talking about, this is weathernerds.org. A lot of your long-range models here are showing some energy here pulling up into the bay. This would be next week, 8-9 days from now. But there has been enough signature here just to kind of watch it. It's very common to see moisture getting pulled up. So we'll see if there's any crossover. But there are some ensembles, something to watch. This is next week, but it's something to watch. And here's your ensemble list showing up. Pretty strong signature here that wave we're watching off of Africa could be low riding across. Again, this would be around the 15th, and then possibly the one behind it. So there are some things out there to keep an eye on. Nothing to get worked up about, but definitely something to watch. So there you go. Hope that made sense. Tropics in a nutshell. All right, so we do our daily brews in the morning, 9:19 Eastern. We'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday. If you like this again, please subscribe, share it, and I'll do another one tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.